Hi everyone, it's Saturday evening and I'm Simon Keeling. Thanks for clicking on the forecast. For those of you who don't know, I've just updated the WeatherWeb website and I'm working my way through things gradually, bringing this up to date. Got a great new feature on there, well I think it's a great new feature, which is to find a forecast for any location you're in. So you can enter your town or your city. For example, let's put Wolverhampton in there, give it a search, and there are all the locations that come up. Click on it and as if by magic, look, you get a forecast for the next 24 hours for your location. Lots of different features on there, and if you click on the 7-day forecast, bingo, there it is, 7-day forecast, and it gives you lots and lots of information. Okay, enough of the plug there. Let me just show you what's going on. A little bit confused at the moment, I've got to admit, as to what actually goes on in the longer term. There are times when the weather doesn't play ball. This is one of them. 10-day forecast charts here. This is the means of the 500 millibar heights. This is the ECMWF, and this is the GFS model. Now, where the reds are shows us the anomaly in the height. Where the blue colours are, there's an anomaly in the height as well. The reds mean that it's higher than normal, the blues mean that it's lower than normal. And basically under the high heights, high pressure, under the lower heights, low pressure. So you see how we got this ridge look really building across the eastern coast of the states, that being squeezed up by this trough that's moving across central parts of the states. More marked look on the GFS than it is on the ECMWF, but the effect is the same, to build this ridge off the eastern part of the states. Now what that then does is it squeezes the trough that's west of the UK between this ridge here across northern parts of Russia, this ridge here over the east of the states. So it kind of squeezes it. Now the problem is, as that happens, that could accentuate this trough southwards, which means that my idea of a change in the weather around the 23rd or the 24th could well be out the window if this starts to take place. I've got to say though, I'm not convinced by the models at all at the moment that this is actually what's going to happen. If we take a zoomed in look, this is the Ensemble model prediction from this afternoon for Tuesday the 23rd. Now I thought around the 23rd things would start to change, and it tries to hint at that on this model. Look, we've got low pressure north of Scotland, yes. We've got the jet stream coming through us. You see the colours close together here. Got the jet stream coming through the British Isles, so still unsettled, yes. But off the eastern coast of the states, look, here's the start of that ridge at upper levels with the Azores high here. Now, compare that to the ECMWF, which is really accentuating this ridge, look. There it is. That's that idea that was picked up on the 10-day means, look, of the ridge being more accentuated to the west of the British Isles. And if this happens, this is a far more unsettled pattern for us, taking us right the way through to the end of August. But if we knock on the ensembles, what do they think? Well, if we knock that on, I mean, ECMWF I think has accentuated that trough too much. Let's stick with the ensemble. This is through to the 28th of August, and yeah, it's still got the jet stream through us, mainly across Scotland, but pressure building down towards the south. So what I'm starting to take from this is that probably the southern half of the British Isles, so that means northern England, southern England, Wales, most of Ireland too, probably into drier weather once the 23rd, 24th is out the way. Scotland though, still in that main blast of the jet stream, so I think wetter than normal conditions here. So across Scotland we'll be looking at 100 to 120% of rainfall still towards for that last week of August. Down to the south I think we're going to be looking at nearer the 40 to 50% of normal rainfall figures. We'll see how that transpires. As far as the sea surface temperatures go, well, we're still cool, look, towards the west of the British Isles. This is also part of my theory that those cooler temperatures will help to suppress convection at the surface. So you tend to get high pressure within that zone. So again, building this idea of the southern half of the British Isles and Ireland probably drier than the north. Hurricane season still going up. These are the latest from the National Hurricane Centre. Look, we've got 1, 2, 3 chances of tropical storms forming. Already tropical storm Franklin is out there in the Atlantic Ocean, and this path that the storms are taking, look, you see this curvature that's bringing them round straight into the jet stream here and bringing them across the Atlantic towards the British Isles, I think is where the model was slightly overdoing it, particularly the ECMWF here, making things a little bit more unsettled than they should be. But of course, we'll have to wait and see how things progress. I hope to have more for you during the course of the week. I hope that's not been too rambling for you. I hope you've managed to keep up, and thanks for watching, and keep the sun shining. And don't forget to go to weatherweb.net and stick in your location in there. If you're going to put your postcode in, just put in the first part, such as that, look, and up comes all the potential locations for that area. And I'm going to be adding more features on here as well as we go through the next few days. I really like this little sky feature down here, look, which tells you how much the sky is going to be covered in cloud. Oh well, little things like that please me. So thanks again for watching, and keep the sun shining.